Alright, what's up people? Mhmm Mobster here, or Don's Gaming Enterprise here, and I'm here to bring you this Syndicate 4-player co-op demo. Now, before I even talk about the demo, I want to get some things out the way. I am back to uploading consistently again. But here's the thing. Mhmm Mobster 1500 has 2 strikes. I got 2 strikes back in November for uploading this video, and I don't want anything to happen to this channel. 2 strikes, which means 1 more and then my channel's done. Now, the thing is, I had about 530 subs when I first got 2 strikes. Now I have about 610 subscribers to Mhmm Mobster. Even though there's a notice on my channel that says, "Hey, don't sub. Go to my new channel if you want the new content and whatnot." But no, over 70 people subbed to Mhmm Mobster after I got the strikes, even though there's a notice on my channel. Now I'm gonna remind you guys again. My new channel is Don's Gaming Enterprise. I'll put that in the description.
This video will be uploaded to both channels, again, because I want a lot of people to see it, so you guys can be aware. Twisted Metal, Mass Effect 3, Binary Domain, Starhawk will all be uploaded on Don's Gaming Enterprise, because I don't want anything to happen to this channel, obviously. Now then, Syndicate is a first-person shooter, a reboot, if I'm not mistaken. It's a tactical shooter, and I think there was Syndicate Wars back in 1990. It's first-person shooter right now. It's being developed by a company called Bullfrog Productions, and it's actually being changed from a tactical shooter to a FPS. And if I'm not mistaken, EA are the ones developing the game. And I'm actually looking at the information right now. Yeah, EA is publishing the game for PlayStation 3 and 360 and Microsoft, and it's not come out until February 21st. Now, when I first started playing this game, I'm thinking, it's another first-person shooter. It'll probably be generic. The only other footage of this game that I saw was back in February? I mean, not February. What am I talking about? Back in November, or was it October of last year? I saw a single-player demo that was about 15 minutes long, and I thought, hey, it looked kind of interesting. This game reminds a lot of people of Deus Ex and Crisis too, because of the little cyberpunk thing. And this isn't as generic as I thought it would be. Now, I am playing the co-op. I don't really know how the multiplayer is going to be. I'm not sure if there even is a player versus player. I think there's only co-op. I might be wrong in that, but yeah. And as I'm watching the video, I'm actually commentating while I'm looking over what I've played, and it looked like it's lagging a little bit. Maybe that's just my PC acting up, but I didn't really encounter any lag when I played, so it's pretty polished from a technological standpoint, and the gameplay in general is pretty smooth. Now, one of the things you guys are going to have to get used to, some quick tips I want to throw in there, is all the stuff on the screen. As you can see, there's something at the bottom right hand corner, the left side of the screen, top screen, all those numbers and hit markers and all kinds of shit popping up all over the place. You're going to have to get used to all that stuff on the screen. That might distract some of you. Now, when I first played, I'm thinking, whoa, what's with all this shit on the screen? But you're going to really need it. Now, one of the most important tips I like to throw in there is the L2 button. The L2 button is very important in this game. You'll see me use it a lot of times. As you can see, I'm about to override that fence, and I think I was a medic for my team because I kept healing them, and you'll see me do that a lot in this video. You'll see me defuse grenades, you'll see me defuse turrets, or override this fence right here using the L2 button. Keep in mind, that button is very important when you're playing with your team. Now, even though this was changed from a tactical shooter to a first-person shooter, it's still pretty tactical for a first-person shooter. Now, Battlefield 3 is tactical from a team standpoint, and Killzone 2 is tactical to a certain extent, because good players like to run and gun their way through people. But this game is definitely tactical, even if it is only a first-person shooter. You really are going to have to use your teammates. And what the hell is this doing? For some reason, the video seems to be skipping across or acting slow or freezing. Yeah, I think this might be my PC acting up. Maybe I should stop having so much stuff loaded up at one time. But excuse me. Nose is kind of stopped up. That's why it sounds pretty weird. But anyway, I mean, I'm not really sure what other tips I can offer. All I can say is you do have to work together. The L2 button is important. And I had to lower my sensitivity because I didn't like how fast the controls were. And some of you will likely have to do that yourself. I know I always do that, put my sensitivity down. And yeah, I do like the graphics in this game. They're actually pretty good. I thought they looked, okay. Now, something else I want to get across in this video about Syndicate is that you can actually hack people's minds or hack the brain chip in their mind and make them do stuff like making them kill themselves. It's pretty weird. Now, it reminds me of Mindjack, and that actually pushed me away a little bit because Mindjack was a terrible game. So the game was just crappy, and Syndicate has the whole hacking the brain concept too, and that pushed me off because when you put a game mechanic like that in a game, that's setting up for certain kind of technical issues like AI issues. But the AI is actually pretty good in this game, even though they weren't that good in this match because I actually got used to it. But I've actually seen them roll away a couple times and whatnot, so they're pretty challenging. And like I said, you will have to work together as a team. I believe we only won this game because I was actually healing people. There were a lot of times, especially during a little boss battle at the end, where excuse me, at the end where the boss came on, I just kept healing them. My teammates were going after him, and I kept healing them. And if I wouldn't have been healing them like that, they would have just died. But yeah, you're gonna have to really collaborate with your team, especially if you're a medic like how I was. And when people die, again, the L2 button heals them. I heard there was a cover system in this game, even though I didn't really know what I was doing. Could have sworn when I played the single player demo, when I saw the single player demo online, that the guy actually took cover, so it has a first person shooter cover system. Now, if it does actually have a cover system, I think that's pretty cool, since Killzone 2 and Killzone 3 are the only first person shooters I played with a cover system. But yeah, I'll get used to it, but for now I was fine just running and gunning my way through enemies. But I do recommend this a shot if you're a shooter fan. Now, I probably won't buy this at $60 because it's a first-person shooter, and I'm still a little worried about the whole mind hacking thing because of what I've played from Mindjack, that piece of shit. But yeah, this video is about 12.5 minutes long, and I'm not talking throughout this entire video, so I guess I'll just shut it off right here. Peace.
Stay put. Wait for the others. Starting the gate sequence. The blueprint for this structure suggests a higher entry point. Check for skylights. Turret activation detected. Disable it from the security station.